Hey everyone, Lisa Martin here, your Boomi World 2026 MC. Welcome back to my Road to Boomi vlog series. If you don't know, Boomi World hits Chicago 2026 this year, May 11th through 14th. Guys, the theme, I love it. It's accelerate. And Boomi is here to tell you, as we said in the last vlog with Ed, enterprise AI done experimenting. We are in the execution era. On this episode, I'm so thrilled to be joined by Boomi's SVP of Product, Mani Gill. Mani, it's great to see you. Thanks for joining the vlog series.
Yeah, thanks, Lisa. Thanks for having me. Excited to talk to our customers and prospects and partners that are going to make their way to Chicago in a couple of months here.
Exactly. So, guys, we're going to spend about 10 minutes with you. The first thing I want to talk about, Mani, is the strategic shift, because you said something that you shared in a blog from Arcom that really, it just stuck. And you said, data at rest is potential, but data in motion is power. What does that shift mean for enterprises that might still be thinking about integration as simply moving from point A to point B?
Yeah, great question. So we have a lot of data, and we have a lot of data that's sitting at rest, right? And so how do we unlock that? How do we activate it? How do we make it available? This has been an age-old question that organizations have been wrangling with, because we need, as companies, to make better decisions. And data helps us do that. And data in motion, connectivity is actually quite important, right? So we have all these systems. And having those systems connected together is more important today than ever. Why is it? Because these systems, if they can talk to each other, they can understand each other. And as this data is flowing, it gives us the opportunity to allow AI to do good work, and to do it in a way that's trusted and governed.
Trust is currency. I say that all the time in most conversations, especially where customers are concerned. But I also want to talk about, Ed touched on this in his log, orchestration and the unified platform. Because what Boomi is doing is bringing together APIs, events, data, and AI agents into that single orchestration layer. Talk to us about why it was so important to kind of rethink the platform around orchestration instead of treating these capabilities as separate tools.
Sure. Yeah. These tools are great, right? Our customers use API management to manage and govern their APIs. They use integration to connect their applications. They use data integration to load data for analytic purposes into Snowflake. They use products like Agent Studio to build agents. They build workflows. All of these products are essential to organizations. And CIOs, last few years, have been really focused on consolidating on a single platform for all of the benefits of manageability, et cetera. Now, as we move into the future, agentic gives us a new opportunity. It gives us an opportunity to not only just have these tools running well in our organizations, but to bring them together. And why is it important to bring them together? Is that when you start to orchestrate them together, you go from this task-oriented back office to actual business outcomes. And that's the key. How do we help these organizations accelerate the business outcomes that they're trying to accomplish? And the way you do it is by orchestrating all of these capabilities together.
That's brilliant, because at the end of the day, you said it, it's all about business outcomes. You mentioned agentic AI. We're hearing so much about that. We've talked about the experimentation era. It's over. We're in the execution era. Let's talk about now operationalizing multiple AI agents, because there's so much excitement, but we know a lot of those organizations, they're still kind of in experiment phase. So double click on Agent Studio. How does it help enterprises move from that AI experimentation to actually operationalizing agents inside real business processes?
Sure. So last year at Boomi World, so a year ago or so, we launched Agent Studio. And we've seen great uptick in usage. And I think latest numbers that marketing has on our website is 75,000 plus agents in production.
Wow.
Big numbers. So our customers are getting to production. And so how are they getting to production? Well, Agent Studio, when we built it, we built governance in at its core, right? So Agent Control Tower allows you to catalog, audit, manage all of your agents that are running in your organization, regardless of where they're coming from. They could be coming from an agent framework like LangChain, Agent Core from AWS. They could be coming from Microsoft Azure Foundry. And of course, they could be coming from Boomi. So regardless of where these agents sit, we allow Agent Studio allows you to manage any agent. So that's one component. The other key components that we'll talk about and unveil at Boomi World are extensions to core capabilities that we have in API management. So things like a gateway that extends from APIs now to all your AI assets. A registry that not only allows you to manage your APIs, but now manage those as MCP servers so that you understand where data is coming from, how it's being used. And then auditing built in, right? So auditing, what did this agent do? Why did it do it? How did it make that decision? Right. For compliance perspectives, we need to audit it. But more importantly, we need to understand how it's rationalizing, how it's making decisions so that we can have that trust and confidence that the capabilities are doing what we expect it to do.
Absolutely. That trust is key. As we mentioned earlier, it's currency. But as we start to see AI agents begin making decisions within enterprise workflows, as you said, trust and governance are no longer nice to have, they're critical. So double click a little bit for us in the next couple of minutes. How are capabilities like AI Gateway, Agent Control Tower, Universal Lineage, how are they helping organizations move those AI pilots into production?
Right. Let's start with the last one, Lineage, right? So Lineage, Universal Lineage and Lineage in general have been capabilities that customers have used in analytic workloads, right? So I'm trying to make a decision. I'm looking at a report analytic and I need to understand because I don't quite trust it. So where did this data come from, right? And the Lineage provides that. So here was the source system. Here's how it was calculated, etc. So now you think about that in the context of an agent. An agent is executing on work. Where did that data come from? How was it transformed? How did that translate into the decision that the agent met? That becomes a complex chain, right? Because this data could be sitting in different environments. It could be across boundaries. Then some rationalization happened, etc. So that becomes now a core capability that extends beyond just analytics, but now into agentic, where I can actually see and understand all of this complexity of, think of it as this complex graph of things moving around, and I can now understand that easily in my landscape. So that's one that helps me as an organization have that trust and to say, yeah, I feel confident because I can actually see where this is going. The other capabilities, and just to touch on them, the gateway and the control tower. The gateway, these are not new concepts, but as a CIO, what I want to do is I want to ensure that my organization can democratize and everybody can create agents, right? So now I want to unblock them, but as I unblock them, I want to have that safety. And the gateway, it allows you to set policy. So now I don't have to monitor and stand over the desk of every single developer who's building an agent, right? I can put this gateway in place and have this set of policies. So as it's connecting to data, as it's executing, updating my SAP system, etc., that the gateway is managing and monitoring that. And then the control tower concept, it's sitting on top of all of this and giving me peace of mind to understand, are there shadow agents that are running in my environment? What are these things doing? Do I have duplicates? Do I actually need these? Because some of the fears that people have are obviously around hallucinations, but it's also cost. these things aren't cheap, Lisa.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yep. They definitely aren't. So you mentioned peace of mind, you mentioned confidence, you mentioned the safety. So much that Boomi has done in the last year since we were all together at Boomi World in Dallas. Last question, Manny. For those audience members watching who are maybe on the fence about coming to Boomi World in Chicago, I don't know where they would be at this point. What would you share with them about, hey guys, you're going to walk away learning this about data activation, agentic AI, and the self-driving enterprise? Like, why is this the moment now they should be paying attention to?
Sure. I think from an industry perspective, the catalyst for all of us is the opportunity that AI is presenting us to make our organizations more autonomous as well as just more productive. And so that leads us to just be more practical about it and say, what can we do with the systems that we have in place? And the data activation is really about ensuring all of these systems are connected, governed. We have that context. We can allow our businesses to continue to do what they need to do. And we're making it easier for you as customers to go build and do those capabilities, as well as taking you directly into the future so that, you know, when the CEO is knocking at your door and saying, hey, what are we doing as it relates to automating this process, that you have a practical answer to it. You have the data at your fingertips. And so we look forward to sharing practical innovations as well as new future visionary capabilities that you can take back to your companies.
It's going to be awesome. Manny, this has been such a great conversation. So informational. Thank you for breaking down things like how Boomi is moving from simply integrating systems to really truly activating enterprise data. And guys, I think if there's one takeaway, I think what Manny said is it's this. The future of the enterprise, it isn't just connected, it's autonomous. And the future depends on things Manny said, data in motion, intelligent orchestration, and AI agents that are trusted and governed and grounded in real business context. And I think what's so exciting about Boomi World this year is that this isn't theoretical anymore. This is happening right now. And if you want to see it in action, Boomi World 2026, May 11th through 14th in Chicago is where it all comes together. You're going to hear directly from Boomi leaders like Manny, customers, partners, about how they're doing what Manny said, putting data into motion and accelerating into the AI era. For Mani Gill, I'm Lisa Martin, your Boomi World MC, and I'll see you on the next Road to Chicago vlog.